Hello everyone. Welcome back to Rain World. Oh, the stream is still dying. What the heck? I love dealing with this problem again. I mean, were you saying anything bad about Cleanfall? It is very cool. There's an update that's coming up somewhat soon that I'm pretty excited about. That makes some pretty big balancing changes. And I'll definitely be streaming that. Let's not worry about other games for a bit though. Well, I don't know, maybe we will. We kind of always end up talking about other stuff. But it's been a while since I played Rain World, so... Oh, without entering Outer Expanse, that's such a challenge. Like, I just always find myself ending up back in Outer Expanse. Pinks and outskirts, I can do that. Cloak, I kind of just don't want to deal with a cloak. Never eat mushrooms. Aquapede, are there any, like, easily accessible Aquapedes? This is Survivor, by the way. Too easy. I think it's pretty challenging. At first. Like, a lot of the challenge is just, like, figuring out what everything does and, like, what the enemies do, how to react in certain environments. I think shipbuilding does kind of trivialize the game at the end. What region am I looking at? Garbage waste? Probably not. So there is, like, an Aquapede down in, Submerged, or, like, by the entrance to Submerged. You know, I can leave that on. That could be like an endgame quest. Actually, this is a pretty reasonable board. I'm gonna change this. Well, I'm just gonna get rid of this because there's already a transport Squidgata challenge. If it doesn't torch you, yeah. Person who plays Cogmind. Why did it sound like it was already raining? Or is the audio still messed up? I think it is. Rain World, this is a game. I'm in Pipe Yard. All the controls are different. I got used to the Silksong controls. Why did I just standardize all my controls for every game? It's a great question. Because my map button for Rain World is A, but my map button in Silksong was Tab and M, because there's two different map buttons for some reason. In Pipe Yard, what can I do? Lillipucks? Are there Lillipucks in this room? Well, that's an easy goal. This is the kind of goal that would be completed in like 10 seconds. And then whoever team got that challenge completed would win like 40 minutes later. Also, I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna stream Silksong for a little bit because I've done enough of that. But I'm still gonna be playing the game. Mainly at this point, I want to practice the speedrun up until the point where I'm familiar with just doing the routes. And then maybe I'll decide to stream speedrun attempts, but you know, I don't know how I feel about that. Because it's either chill or it's like painful. And it's a pretty difficult game to speedrun. And it's pretty long, it's like an hour plus. I will do speedruns, definitely. Oh, great. Can this stream like work? Like we just started? Oh yeah, there's a lot more people on Twitch now. Debating whether I should just like not stream on YouTube at all. And just kind of focus on one platform. I don't know. Good music. I'm trying to think. 1 second. I'm trying to think. What is a game that I've played where the story had a big impact on me, and not and not a game where I watched a hour-long YouTube video about the story of a game that had an impact on me, because that's usually what happens. Where like Rainworld's story was like not something I knew much about or cared much about. I was like, this is a cool game, but like whatever, you know. And then like a bunch of lore videos later, I'm like, this game is awesome. But like that wasn't really like gameplay related at all. Where am I going? I'm just going up. I guess I'm going to industrial. I'm not really tryharding too much right now. I'm just kind of playing the game. Get used to moving around and stuff. I still don't have another bingo match for a while, so I'll need to take it more seriously then. Anyone like forget to add creatures to the game? Like, what is this? Hello, welcome to Twitch. What's a game like Cleanfall? It doesn't really have a story. I mean, it does, but it's like not finished and also not very obvious. All the creatures left Pipeyard? Oh, finally. Or maybe like there were too many centipedes, so all the other creatures left, but the centipedes are still there. What else? I find usually the kind of stories I like are more world focused than character focused. I like a world that is either like interesting on its own or that has interesting effects on the characters in that world. Something like Outer Wilds isn't really focused on any individual characters. There's not like a main character or anything, but there is like a group of characters that is significant, you know, and the actions that they've done are like the point of the story, you know. But it's kind of more like looking at history than like a story that's like playing out throughout the game. And I guess there's also a difference between games that... Oh, lizard. Games where there's a story that plays out throughout the game, or a story has already happened and you're uncovering what that story was, you know? And I feel like usually I like the latter, like... It's cool to be in a world where it's like, what has happened here, you know? Rather than you just kind of start and it's like, every day, whatever, you know, and that stuff happens. Which character do you typically veto? Usually Artificer, because they are a very volatile character. Whereas sometimes you just die to bad luck. Most scavengers. You know, scavenger kill squads can be really brutal, where they just show up and just block your path and they can really easily kill you. Do I have a route planned out? Not really. I do have an idea though. Oh, I accidentally set this to 2 Aquapedes, so I'm not finishing this challenge. I'll try to get 1 Aquapede at least. Tunic. I know Tunic is really cool, but I've not played it yet, and I've also been like staying away from spoilers. Even though it's, you know, been out for a while, you know. I thought about streaming that game, but I kind of wonder how good it will be as a stream game, because it's like somewhat puzzly, I think. And I think it's a little bit boring just to like sit and like wait for someone to solve a puzzle, especially if they're like pretty complicated. Like I've heard some of them gets in that game. But also, I've heard the OST a lot, not on purpose. Like people like putting Tunic music in videos, and you know it's pretty good. Why do you turn around, dude? Yeah, I would not know much about Tunic. I've seen like the first like 30 minutes of gameplay maybe. I should have grabbed that colored pearl in Pipe Hair. That's a bit of a mistake. Dragon Slayer, so I should kill. I should grab bombs too. Okay, I was worried it's gonna trigger that bomb. I need to bomb 2 blue lizards, so I'll probably need to get a second bomb sometime else. I need to get licked by lizards. I should have kept that white alive. I keep making that mistake. I need to eat karma flowers. Let's shelter. I always forget the shelter when entering industrial. It's like, oh, it's just industrial, you know. But then you die and suddenly you're back in Pipe Hair. What is going on? Why is there a hazer all of a sudden? Did that blue grab a hazer and then fall? Right. Survivor doesn't need a map. You just remember. Why is it that you need to buy a map in Hollow Knight and Silksong, even though once you have a map, you can just make your own additions to it? Like, you just keep adding to the map that you already have. You just need, like, the like, paper to, like, draw the map on as a base? Can't you just, like, keep adding, like, I don't know. Seems like there'd be an easier process. It sucks. Yeah. You didn't know how to magically add, like, passageways that you haven't seen yet. Oh man, the chat is much more active than it was for Silksong. Like, I got used to not having to read too many messages. Is this guy, like, good? I can't tell if I actually hurt them or not. They're just selling paper. That is a gripe that I have with both games. It's really fun to have a map that's incomplete and to like try to fill it out. But once the map is filled out and you don't know what to do, it's then there's actually another layer of having to search through the map again, looking for secrets manually. And that process I really don't like. Like breakable walls don't show up on the map. A lot of like secret hidden passageways aren't shown on the map. And like when the map is so big and you unlock a new ability that lets you like uncover some of those secrets, not knowing where to go at all, like really sucks. It's really annoying. It's something that I really hated about, well, not really hated, but something I did not enjoy about Animal Well, where it's like, this is such a big map and I have like, I just unlocked like 10 new abilities. Like, do I have to go through the entire map again looking for every little spot where this ability might like uncover a new path? At the very least, like Animal Well, like the map, yeah, the map does let you make discoveries easier because like any empty space on the map is probably a passageway. That is kind of the whole game. Yeah, the pins, I use the pins, but only up until like the wall jump. No, and the harpoon. Because those were things that were recognizable as like a gate that I couldn't cross yet with my abilities. How did that hit your head? Like, oh, I can't make this jump. I'll pin it on the map and come back later. But actually, there's another like secret tell that shows that there's a path that you haven't explored, and I did not recognize it until I got the ability that you use to search that path. It was at that point where I just searched up a map and just used that to find the rest of the secrets. So I did not discover everything completely blind. But honestly, at that point, it's actually kind of fun to explore. If you already know where to go, then it's just like, oh, a new cool place over here. Instead of spending like 20 minutes to get to that point in the first place. Because I don't know where it is. Getting to spoiler territory? Conversations about Silksong are going to be difficult. Because there's so much game to talk about. But like, most people haven't like seen everything that there is. I have gone 100% the game since the last stream that I did. Why are you guys here? Also, I forgot to get the pearl. You almost just killed your friend. Also, I can't pop this popcorn now because they took all the spears. Well, I'll just go get the ones that shaded. Centipede? Kind of rare to see them this far. Right, this is not the way to go. I wonder how the size of Rain World compares to Silksong. And I know that you can't really make that comparison because the scale of everything is different. Because the rooms are much larger to the Slugcat, relatively. Like, I feel like it's like daunting to like try to learn Silksong's map without like having to use a map. But also like that's what I've done for Rain World. Although I've also used the map in Rain World so much. I'm not going to shaded, so I don't need to go that way. Japanese Rain World clone? What? I'm not aware of that. Unless it's like something else that I've already seen. It's like all those like games that are like obviously just like copying Hollow Knight's art style. It must be nice when a game like Balatro releases and like all the indie devs are like, oh, this is such an easy game to copy and to like put our own spin on it. And then a game like Hollow Knight is successful and people are like, damn, I have to make a whole Metroidvania. That didn't make a sound. That rock hitting me. I mean, you could figure out rough directions, like going to the top of Industrial leads to Chimney, and then going to the top of Chimney leads to Sky Islands and the wall. You know, you can like learn paths like that, but like then there's still tons of rooms on the side of the regions that you might not know very well. You like take a few rooms to the left and like, oh, where am I? I'm completely lost all of a sudden. What do I want to do? I was gonna go to Outskirts, I think. Maybe I'll pick up another bomb of Blue Lizard before I leave. Grab the other 2 Karma Flowers. That's mostly it, I think. I forgot the rain existed. Rain in my world. Whoops. What was that? This funny game with physics instead of a very clean folk song movement. What is this? What is this game? It must have bad movements. I'm gonna leave a bad review. I forgot to grab the pearl again. I'll just have to go back for it. Apparently, so Silksong's, like the reviews on Steam have been a little bit lower than expected. I think a lot of the complaints are about difficulty. Get good? Nah, I mean, there's already been a patch that has addressed like some issues, like environmental hazards having their damage reduced, which is really nice. 2 damage obstacles just really sucks. Except for like some of them I think make sense. Like lava makes sense for dealing more damage because there's literally an item that makes it deal less damage, so that wouldn't work if it only dealt 1 damage in the first place. I feel like they leaned in a little bit more into the like Souls-like inspiration, like adding more like trolls and traps and generally just like hindering the player and trying to make the world feel difficult to exist in. Instead of like adding a bunch of quality of life and making things like work out smoothly for the player. Which is we're all Rainbow players, so we're familiar with that idea. Oh, haven't vaulted in like 10 years. I thought that the trolls, the traps and stuff, those were really funny. There weren't any situations where I lost a ton of progress because of a trap. It was always like, oh, that was funny. And also that makes sense that it's in this game, you know? Like, of course these ants are gonna trap their location. Oh, how about you lick me? Q. That didn't count. Are you the same lizard from before? I feel bad for people who aren't interested in Silksong for all of the pressure to like have interest in the game that they have to deal with. If you're like, it's not the game for me, everyone will try to convince you otherwise. Oh, like, no, you have to play it. Or maybe that's how it was like a while ago, but people are now going to be like, oh, it's actually like a difficult game, so it's fair enough if you don't want to play it. I don't know. Never ran into this problem. I guess it depends on what kind of communities you're in. Yo, Lizard, can you like look? Can you see? Do you perceive? Oh my goodness. You're still alive too, that's good. Yeah, that one shelter in I mean it's not a trap, it's just like this sucks. I'm bad. Oh, I thought you were alive for a second, goodness. Silksong also had some stuff like some pretty long run backs to boss fights, and what else? What is this, like a Souls-like thing? Really, really bad status effects. There's one in particular that like really sucks. There's also this, well, that's kind of spoilers, but there's like a whole quest line that kind of like messes with you. That I've heard some people really are not a fan of. Bingo. That's so true and real. Oh, it's so nice to have 2 popcorn plants in this room. Oh yeah, my internet is only dying a little bit, and not completely. I might need to restart the stream at some point because it's been doing that like literally every day for the past week. You can talk to like a lot of NPCs and that will give you hints on where to go. It like talk to like any notable NPC, and you'll probably get like some idea of where to go next. Riskiest fight with a pig lizard ever, goodness. That's not correct. You have to pay. Yeah, it's rough in Silksong. Oh, I got lucky. You have to pay for a lot of stuff. They have actually already made like relics and stuff worth more, like twice as much money you get from relics. So like already like that's a pretty big change. Oh, nice dodge. I like when that just pins naturally. Get me out, get me out. I think I want to grab this karma flower and maybe one more pink. I don't think there's many pinks this way, so. What is that sentence? That is a made-up language that you're speaking. RPG Maker really was like a gift to so many artists to just like create some crazy stuff. Vista Point could be over here. Oh, I did the strat. I saw this hypothetical. It was like, what if a hungry, I forget if it was a crocodile or alligator, one of those appeared behind every person in the world instantaneously. Just what would happen? Or was it some other creature like a large, like a Komodo dragon? I don't know. Or one of those like kinds of large reptiles. What if one of those appeared behind every person in the world? What if you're laying in bed at night? Like the great question. I'm washed. Gaming chair would protect you. I don't really have a like behind me, like I'm right, or a wall is right behind me. So like, would it appear outside, or would it like be in this like very tiny space? So, I think I actually do have an extra bomb for this toll. And then I need to bring a squid to drainage. And that's... And one more pin. One more pin. Pink lizard. I could also grab this pearl on the way out. Could you take on a Komodo dragon in a fist fight? Oh, is this a rare pole plant? I think the answer is probably no. But maybe some people could do it. I should have thrown the spear right there. This is a chunky lizard. Look at this guy. Oh, I hit right above the pipe. I don't think the scavengers are going to be a big fan of me. Blink twice if you need help. Alright, Soul Cat. Oh, they blinked twice. Oh, okay. That was one... That was a crazy scavenger. We're doing fine, we're chilling. What a great day in rain, and the world of rain. Wait, it'd be funny. No. Okay, I'm just gonna whatever. Isn't it crazy that like everything is delayed? Like your perception of the world is delayed by like a quarter of a second. I'm not entirely sure of the specifics. If like that is what reaction time is, like because I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Your vision is a controlled hallucination. Yeah, yeah. You're like constantly making stuff up. It takes 8 minutes for the sun to reach the Earth. That's true. That's how long it takes the light to get here. But like, that's really funny. It's just like the entire sun just hurling towards Earth, and we wouldn't know until until it collided, and then we'd all be dead instantly. Oh, are there not white cicadas here? Am I a fool? Or is this a classic cicada moment? I'd actually need to check this. No, not in this room. I need to go up further. What? Yeah, unique lizard sound just dropped. I have to carry this cicada like across the whole region. Every time anyone adds a cicada related goal to a bingo board, they are actively being malicious. Unless it's a Spearmaster board, in which case they're being whimsical. Goodbye. Oh, that's just one cicada, one cicada. There could be another. That's not the right one. Losing hope for this challenge. Spearmaster bring Hazer and grub through gates. Yep, that one's also malicious. Carry any item at all. That's like villain origin story. Actually, that's like the opposite of what that means. Whatever. Oh no, the cicada is up there. Right. Okay. Option to remove squids. That's like that actually makes sense. I might just soft lock you. I guess I just have to restart the cycle. That's cool. Yeah, they are very cuttlefish-like. Goodbye, Pink Lizard. It was nice knowing you for half a frame. Like, that can't exist. For half a second. It's nice to see like the culmination of knowledge in the stream chats. They always have some random person who's interested in some very specific thing. Please don't. The Squicadus and Skylands would never do this. I'm playing. Why am I review that? Review the jump scare. That's also the wrong button. As always. Poor regions button, always neglected. Are they gonna fix that? That's a great question. I feel like it's like a recent bug. Like, they didn't always fly into space, right? Or is it just that we never had a use for Squicadus, so we didn't notice when they flew into space? Also, Select Senses is like Downpour or Remix exclusives, so... Like, was it a thing before Select Senses? Would you ever know if a Squicada just flew into space? They always did that. Bugs. Everything is a song reference. Yeah, if like one thing is missing, like how would you know that it's missing? Until you like, unless you like counted up every creature in the region, and in which case like still like some have been eaten by creature. Surely the Watcher update is gonna fix more things than it breaks. Also, I totally threw there. I'm not gonna have enough karma to enter drainage by the time I actually get there with the squid. Yeah, I'm done with playing bingo already. It's been 30 minutes and I'm sick of it. So I'm just gonna play Rivulet instead. Do you think Rivulet or Hornet is faster? If they did a race, who would win? Or maybe like Hornet is just like tiny. Like they're all bug sized, so like slugs are actually, or slug cats are actually massive in comparison. Is that like, well, I guess like there's not really any point of comparison for scale in like Hollow Knight and Silksong. Like, is everything really just bug sized? And they use like weapons like nails and needles, like I guess to kind of show that like they're just like using these tiny objects as weapons. Miracle that the result was even playable. Wow. Yeah. Watcher makes me very sad. Please. Don't do it. No. That was my mistake. I could have gone them. This is the wrong button again. Hey, I mean, Silksong had a lot of time in the oven, and it still has a lot of problems, so... What does any of that even mean at all? Also, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, there's like fossils. Well, I don't know, there's like magic and stuff too, so like... It's not exactly realistic in the first place. So this is the Smash Ultimate reference. Hornets in the next Smash game. Actually, I don't know, they don't... Like, Minecraft is like the only indie representation, and it's like the biggest game ever, so... Maybe like Hornet Assist Trophy. No, not right at the moment I see you, man. Actually, let's test if it works to like abstract the room and then come back. So if I like go down a few rooms, I don't know how far I need to go, but... And like the way the game works, like there's already very good moveset potential. Minecraft's indie. Well, like the origin of the game, I guess. Although also people seem to want the next Smash game to have less characters, so... I think the best one was Rivals of Aether Workshop. Because people could just add whatever characters they wanted, and you ended up with a lot of representation. So people might be like, I like this character from this random game. Oh, it did work. Well, for a while. And so you'd randomly get like a bunch of mods that are like surprisingly high quality for some random indie game. As a Mii skin, that's kind of cursed. Hornet like has a really weird design. Like her head is massive if you think about it. Like she's probably like constantly bumping into stuff. It's like the door where like the tunnel is like too short. Actually, I wonder what her hitbox looks like. Like how much of the head is covered. It's hopeless. This is the hardest challenge ever. It's because you have no control over it. That's why everyone only ever does the like transport suitcated to like from Sky Islands to the wall, because it's like the only one that's ever actually possible. Let's just leave. I'll just not do this one challenge, I guess. No, I did like 2 Nova Drift dailies, and I like got bored because they were the same. I guess maybe like at that particular time they just weren't. There wasn't that much variation. I don't know. Yeah, I did play the snake one. I don't think I enjoyed it that much. Oh, Lizard Collective. Pup! Pup jump scare. I mean, nothing about that was a jump or a scare. How many peak losers are there in this region? Goodness. I think I'm done with you guys. Ouch. That was a collision. When they buy it, where are you going? I love when they like bounce in your head for a second. Oh, sorry, Iggy. Can you come back before the Zid gets here and kills you? Eat the fruit, idiot. Oh my goodness, this child. It's like almost ran into that pole plant. Don't go in the pipe, please. Please eat the food. Hey, throwing around. Do you not like blue fruit? Oh, someone got eaten. That was almost me. I have a character. Okay, I'm sorry, but like people who come into like live stream chats to like roleplay as some character kind of like annoy me a little bit. And I'm not gonna like say like, hey, you're like stop what you're doing, but like also like I kind of want to say that. Because you're kind of just telling to leave, because like I don't know. Oh my goodness. And like, why even go to drainage system if we're not gonna bring a squid? Because that was kind of part of the route. I guess while I'm down here, I'll just go. Whatever. Also, I think I forgot to get a karma flower in industrial. So I should have had 5 by now. I also forgot the pearl. No, I think I have it in my stomach. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not doing very well, but like, whatever. Just getting used to playing this game. Also, these poor select bots must have brain damage for like hitting their head on the floor and the ceiling every 10 seconds. Oh, look, it's the 80% squad. You fool. You should have predicted that. I would have done that. I think I just want to get out of drainage. Is my pup going to be destroyed by leeches, actually? I realize now that might be a bit of a challenge. Also, I forgot to get the popcorn in outskirts, so I could have completed a lot of these challenges earlier. I think good luck to this pup. And if they get taken by the leeches, then that's just too bad. I'll take this route, I guess. In advance? What, you don't trust that I'll be able to make it through safely? Okay, they're already getting destroyed. Like, whenever a leech grabs them, you let go of the pup. You can't put them on your back. Well, you gotta learn how to get the leashes off you. Stream dying? That's so fun. You know what else is dying? The child. I've the pearl. I kind of missed out on the drainage pearl. Whatever. There's more pearls I can get later. Oh yes, that went so well. That's exactly what I was planning on doing. You know who else is dying? Me. I'm dying to kelp. And we're back in outskirts, heading to shelter. I kind of understand a little bit of why there's some games with a really bizarre art style. Because it's easy to make something look bizarre if you're just bad at art. Because you just kind of make whatever. And just say it's an artistic decision. What are you doing? Why are you crazy with the spear? This kid just likes picking up like random stuff all the time. Like damn, I can't make this thing look normal. I'm just gonna make it look messed up instead. I guess I'll just do that for the entire game. I mean, a lot of the leeches end up getting replaced by the green leeches, who are better at latching on and also feeding directly from the host. I don't think the Slug Pup Spears can hurt you. Because they just count as another Slug Cat. Okay, this guy's... You know what? Let's just like get it over with. Like, you can have some food. What if you found like Slug Cats that were hostile? Like, I think Slug Cats are too social to do that. But it'd be really funny to find like a hunter type Slug Cat and they just like try to kill you. Or just run away. Like, oh, you are competing with my... With my like food and stuff? Competing for similar resources, so I'm just gonna get rid of you. You haunt my dreams now? That's too bad. Hunted by a small slug cat. Doesn't sound too bad. Where did the pup go? I don't know. Seems to have lost them. Serving his purpose. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it would be like a fun mechanic. I'm just saying like that'd be kind of cool. I guess if scavengers actually ate like the same food that Slug Cats ate, it might make sense. It might make more sense why they just kill you on sight sometimes. Ah, that was like not hard at all. Can you believe it? I love snails in that position. Head close. I feel like as cool and immersive and like complicated, complex as Rainworld is, I still feel like there could be a sequel that like expounds on everything a whole lot. Really making the world feel as like alive as possible. Where like everything is not just like trying to like make it feel like creatures are like living their own lives, but like actually like simulating everything. Like, yeah, they actually do need food to survive, or else you like find them dead the next cycle, or you might find them like raising like children who like actually grow up over time, and you can find like the like population change over like a very long period of time if you like stick around in an area for a while. I mean, maybe if like cycles are very long and like you're spending a lot of time in shelters, maybe it makes sense that things would be kind of accelerated because like a lot of time is spent doing nothing. Although I guess maybe the rate of growth would be slowed down as well. I don't know. Like scavenger, like having different tribes that like might fight each other or like trade between each other as well. You could actually like find scavengers going on like a hunt to like kill like a deer and then like carry it back, or maybe like I don't know however they might achieve that. Oh, that's weird. There's like food down there. It's like an extra bar. Camping in the wild. Yeah, the humble going outside. That's a crazy ecosystem simulator. Do I have a pearl? I do. Yippee. I can trade with the merchants. Although I do wonder, let's say there's a hypothetical Rainworld sequel that's like a very similar game, just like refined a lot, you know? Although like, I guess there's like a lot of things that can't be similar, like you can't just like be a Slugcat again or like explore another like... Would it be in the same like universe, or is it just like the same concept applied to a different world entirely? The ants. So Silksong does have a few interactions between different enemies, which I think is really cool, but it's pretty rare. He was like, "You're giving me that pearl." Okay. Immersion ruined. I mean, considering the complexity of Rainworld, if the devs were like, if they were motivated to make a sequel that like improved on a lot of the complexity, they would have like 7, 8 more years of experience. You know. And I actually get the Karma Flower back. What a wonderful change. Kangaroos probably have a really high amount of hops compared to the average human hop. Like if you count it up over their life span, like you hopped this many times in your life, like a statistic. Yeah, I suppose it would probably be higher, yeah. I think that is a very funny thing to think about. If every person had like statistics tracked about them, who would be like the highest at like some random like thing, like who is eating the most of this particular food, or who has don't leave, no. And there's like 20 other scavengers here. Well, he's never coming back ever. I guess I just have to trade with the shaded merchants. Oh wait, no, he took the item. Shoot, I thought maybe I could have traded with that. Oh well, they all left and took everything with them. Just all reliable shaded merchant will have to be the one. I also wonder how many like completely unremarkable people, or not unremarkable, just like unknown people, are like really good at some particular skill. Like some random dude in some village somewhere, and they've just been practicing some very specific skill for like 50 years, and they're like really good at it, and just like no one else in the world even knows it exists. Also, like, I thought about that for Rain World too, like, Scash game reference. #1 scav game, what do you say? I don't know. Advertiser or something? Like, I think there was some guy with, like, an absurd amount of hours in Rain World. He might be someone that I don't recognize, like within the speedrunning community. But I guess like you don't have to like, it's not just like speedrunning, right? Like people could be really into, I don't know, just playing the game casually, I guess. Like tonight, like I just play Rain World every day and I enjoy it and I have fun. I don't really like care about like improving at the game or doing any challenges. I just play Rain World, and they have like 5,000 hours. They should really add that system to Rain World. I think it's really true to the world building. I don't know. I've not really done any game development recently. I find it hard to like focus on multiple projects at the same time. Like if I'm gonna put aside some time in the day to do something, then like I don't take a break by doing another thing. Although like I don't know, maybe that's like a good way to do it. But like if you have multiple hobbies and you like want to spread out time that you spend evenly, it's like you practice one for a little bit and then you're like, all right, time to take a break. Let's practice a different one. Like, but that's pretty hard to do because it feels like you're putting in a lot of efforts like constantly. Isn't learning like literally painful? Like the process of like making like the brain is not a fan of like putting in effort to like learn stuff. Vulture? At this time of day? Oh, this guy looks kind of mean. Poke. The brain prefers to do as little as possible. I love when evolutionary optimizations come back to bite me. Like hundreds of thousands of years in advance. I mean, if you're like a crazy person and you have like no skills at all, you could try game development as a way to learn a lot of skills at once. Like you gotta learn programming, you gotta learn art, you gotta learn music or sound design, you gotta learn game design. You know, so many different aspects of the creation process. You could just like try to learn all of them at the same time, and maybe after a very long time you'll be good at all of them. If you're like the Cave Story dev or Stardew Valley dev. All game devs are already crazy. By the way, if anyone's a fan of Cave Story's music, go check out Caro Blaster because it also has really good music. Like, what a surprise, but it's a very like obscure game, unfortunately. Why am I in Shoreline? I forgot to store the pearl in this shelter. I'm just gonna do that so I don't forget. Heard bad things about Caro Blaster? Well, I mean, Cave Story was pretty ambitious, so... I mean, I haven't heard that it's like a masterpiece or anything, but it's just like a fun game. It's like a much smaller scope. Doing a speedrun? I'm just playing a bingo. I think it's funny that like rainbow bingos are like such a common thing within the small part of the community, but some people like probably aren't aware of it at all. I think it's actually really, I mean, to make a game like Cave Story and then make a game of smaller scope after that, like, that's kind of uncommon. A lot of game devs try to, like, keep making something bigger every time. Or unless they're the kind of dev to just, like, make a new game, like, every year. You know, there's some like that. So I need to deliver something to Moon. I need to... I don't have a Spore Puff. That's all I need to do. I just need to get to Moon. That's the only quest here, and then go to Shaded afterwards. I'm not going that way. Hi. Only 8,000. Are you that hypothetical player I was talking about like 10 seconds ago? I mean like 10 minutes ago or whatever. That was a chunky eel. And then there's also devs that like make one game and then just like update it for the rest of their life. I kind of wonder, I feel like all of my game ideas are like completely separate. What the heck? I just duplicated this jetpack. Oh, I need to dodge the Leviathan as well. So I guess I should hold on to this guy. No, like actually, did I like duplicate that guy or did I? What happened? Hello, second jetfish, please. Oh, they're just gone. They evaporated. Or no, they dissolved. The slug cat harvest must have been bountiful. Were they farming slug cats to eat? But yeah, like all of the ideas that I've had for games are like completely like none of them really have anything to do with each other. Just like, oh, I have this idea, oh, I have this idea, you know. If I made like one of those games and it like actually became successful, would fans of that game be disappointed by like the other ideas that I have? Or I guess you just kind of try to establish the fact that you're always going to make something different and not just stick to one thing. There's this side of the game dev community that like kind of treats it like a business. Like, wow, that was like tragic. It didn't count as dodge until I died. Whereas like you should like pay attention to like trends and like make a game that like is gonna be successful and like I don't know, it kind of makes it like takes the joy out of all of it. But what about this idea that I have that like might not be like appealing to like most people at all, but like the idea really interests me personally. And you do see a lot of that. I mean, like some games that are like popular, but like for like streamers and YouTubers are kind of like that. Like, oh, this game, like Vampire Survivors or Balatro or whatever, gets popular and then everyone just tries to copy it or like do something similar, at least. I mean, usually like obvious copies don't do very well. But yeah, there's a lot of, you know, like inspiration, I guess. I have played Animal Well. I actually streamed it too. That one Cuphead copy. I killed him. Sorry. I was just trying to fly. Lethal Company had that whole process too. I mean, like every one of those kind of games that becomes really popular for a short time, they're gonna spawn some similar types of games. But I think for the most part, those games have been pretty. People have been a fan of them, and they're all like pretty unique, like stylistically and gameplay wise as well. I'm still waiting for a Lethal Company update, by the way. I'm hoping October will be the time for that. I think that makes sense. Alright, see ya. Thanks for stopping by. Just realize those. Until I played Tunic. I kind of really enjoyed the Silksong streams because they didn't really feel like streams. I was just playing the game. I wasn't like trying to like do anything other than just like enjoy the game. And I think because a lot of people weren't watching and like trying to avoid spoilers, it felt more casual. It wasn't like a game that was established to be good that people are like anticipating, like, oh, they're finally playing this game, you know. And like, what if I don't like the game? And that's a possibility. It's really within the kind of genre that I'm interested in. But if people are kind of have expectations for like, oh, they're playing this game that I really enjoy, and surely they're gonna enjoy it too, and then they get disappointed when you actually don't. Well, who keeps splashing in the water? Is there a scavenger down there? Scavs don't spawn here? Who's doing that? Scav's trying to plink. Oh, the lag spike? Why was that? Like right when Moon was about to pick it up. Moon down. Or maybe it might have been the Overseer actually. I don't know if they make noise. Yeah, maybe the Overseer was popping up down here and making noise in the water. She's thinking. It's actually like super meta, like Moon is your computer. Deltarune has kind of messed with my... Is this Deltarune spoilers? Deltarune spoilers for like a minute, if anyone cares. I have like Deltarune like has made me think that like every character in a game is like their own entity. Every like main character is like separate from the player character. Because that is a big plot point in Deltarune. That Chris is like their own person and you're just controlling them. But like playing like Silksong, like Hornet is also their own character, but also it's like there's no like there's no disconnect. Like you're just playing a video game. There's no like lore reasons or meta stuff going on. They're just a video game character that you're controlling, and that's that. Off. Yeah. I mean, Off did inspire Undertale, and probably some of. Why was dude just raising up in a straight line like that? Off actually, like, there's a lot of like, you can tell, like the like mechanic of like killing everyone having consequences. That also can be seen in Undertale. I need you, Jetfish. I can't dodge this dude on my own. This is gonna be difficult. Please don't be running away too. I think they're running away, even if the threat music was playing. Yay. I'm still waiting for a game. Well, maybe this already exists actually. I'm waiting for a game where installing a mod to change the outcome of something is like a part of the story. Like something that is like set in stone, like a prophecy. Maybe I'm just projecting my hopes for what might happen in Deltarune, but like imagine something that is like has to happen in the story and it can't change because the game is programmed like that. So you have to like go install a mod that is like officially created by the developer to change that outcome, and the mod is what lets that happen. And if it just happened, something similar happened in Deltarune, I would also like think it'd be really cool. There was a world where I got eaten by the kelp. One shot. Well, one shot, like, you mess around with some of the files, but it's like kind of a small thing. It's still pretty cool though. I guess that'd be maybe more like ARG type stuff. Like you have to like go on like a secret hunt to like find like a website that is created by the developer, and you can download a mod on that website. And it's like an official like continuation of the game, even though you have to go and like go out of your way to download it. I don't think that Leviathan will want to eat anything anymore. So I'm probably just gonna try next cycle. Also, I need to go to Shaded. I kind of forgot. You know a game like that? Also, there's a potential new, or I don't think it's potential. I think it's just like straight up, like the developers of Nine Souls are making another game, and I don't know if I should care or not, because Nine Souls was like kind of very different than the games that they have made in the past. So like, are they gonna make another game like that, or are they just like going back to like more horror stuff? I don't know. And it also like might have some like loose story connections to Nine Souls as well, but also like maybe not. Yeah, it's like treating Nine Souls like its history, which is like kind of a cool way to like continue a story. Airframe Ultra. I have not heard anything about it for a while. Yep, sound effects are being weird again. Hello. Thank you. Beta 3, best beta by far? Okay. Pretty quiet. Okay. Oh, Leviathans. One of the signal tracks. There's like old like teasers for some mysterious project. That does that confirm that's associated with Airframe Ultra, or did they just do that because why not? That is still a separate project that may or may not exist. Leviathan. Okay, I'm so bad at this. He was all like coiled up and he like sprung out like a snake. Your snakes in Rainbow would be kind of neat. Like actual like they act like snakes. Jetfish killer? Yeah, if the jetfish was just faster, then we would have had no problems there. Oh right, the sand. Well, they're like the sand worms, and they're kind of stupid and passive. You just eat them. Why did snakes decide to move like that? Like everyone else seemed to figure out pretty consistent methods to walk around, but like snakes were like, nah, I'm gonna do something different. And they seem to be like successful enough that like a lot of animals like instinctively fear them, so like, I guess it's working out. Did I just drop my spear? They would have to add rich people. What kind of conclusion is that? Because they're full of whimsy? Oh, okay, okay. Oh, that's the elite scavengers. They're the rich people. They have all the pearls and explosives. Imagine if there were just scavengers that just carried around a bunch of pearls. Like, they didn't have any weapons, and maybe they kind of like the combat, even if they did have a spear. But they just, like, they have money. Yeah, like, you can always over-prepare. That's kind of like the challenge in reality. Like, obviously if you spend like every single spear, or every single turret that you have stockpiled, you can survive like any night. But like, if you spend all of your turrets, will you have enough resources for the next night or the next night? Like, what if you don't get to the next area fast enough before the nights get too difficult? Or like whatever the waves are. Snizzer. Yeah, legless lizards are a thing. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be hard. I think I messed it up. Okay. I still died. I thought I was far enough away. Man, I just hate when a game is like nice to the player and like gives you like options to like help you survive and enjoy the game and have fun. That's like always such a letdown. Like, can't you just like make it miserable for me all the time? I'm gonna go play like Dark Souls 2. Sorry, I don't know much about the Souls games. I heard 2 is maybe, or like Demon Souls. That's a better one. Is that even what that game is called? Yeah, that's the right one. Dark Souls 2 is worse than Demon Souls? Your neck is broken. Oh, you're just broken in general. I see. Wait, why are they doing this? If they don't need food, why are they not just leaving? Can't enjoy a game if you're not struggling. That explains a lot. Oh, come on. Like, I'm right here. That was like the perfect setup. Also, like, there's 3 leashes on me all of a sudden. Nah, really? What a surprise that the challenges that involve other creatures are unreliable. Turn that into a link. Can you just add .exe to like any word and it turns into a link on Twitch? It probably just doesn't do anything, but like, yeah, I guess don't click it. It might install some MOBA. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Actually, I don't think you gain anything for playing a MOBA. Like, no one that I've heard like who's played those games like seems to enjoy it at all, except for like one person. Not the anticipation. Okay, I'm gonna wait in this room. This room has a lot more space to work with. There's no jetfish here. Surely one will just show up. Okay, never mind, maybe. This room can have Leviathans. Whoops. Minor skill issue. It leads to nothing. Wow, that's crazy. Can you believe it? Okay, the rest of the stream is going to be in Shoreline. Why do you? Okay, surely Twitch like has like some security measures in place to like not let people just type like really dangerous links into the chat. I would hope. Oh, now there's just a Leviathan right away. Can I get them to come up? There's like 20 leeches on that Leviathan. Risk of rain. It would have been more exciting for the content. But, you know, that's actually that's actually something I don't like about multiplayer games. With like matchmaking, the game is always balanced. That your opponents are just as skilled as you are, even if you improve at the game. I enjoy it more when there's a set challenge, and by playing the game and then like trying to improve your skills, you can make it easy by getting good at it. But not like easy as in like boring, but like you should like. I think Nine Souls is the best example of this, where some of the bosses are like easy for me now because I've played the game a lot and I've like fought I've rematched the bosses like 100 times. But they're still really engaging because you still have to like put a lot of effort to like stay alive and like do damage and such. And there's also a lot of optimization, like challenging yourself to like put in more work to deal more damage, complete the run faster, or use like a risky build that like sets your health at 1. So I guess the game is easy, but it's still like engaging and fun and like challenging in a way. But like with the stream is dying. Well, just a little bit. With a multiplayer game, it's like you're always struggling. Like you like if the game is balanced, you're losing half of the time. And it feels like if I'm losing half the time, I need to get better. I need to get to the point where I'm losing like 10% of the time, 5% of the time, right? I need to get that like win rate up. But you can't in a multiplayer game because if you get better, then you'll win a bit and then you'll lose a bit more because the challenge rises to meet your level. And I'm sure a lot of people don't mind, or maybe they like, I don't know. It's complicated, but I guess whatever like multiplayer games that I get into, I usually kind of lose interest after a while because it's like you can only improve quickly for so long, you know. There's a point where you have to put in a lot of effort to get better, and you just kind of get stuck at like one level, or it just feels like, well, I'm not improving, and like I'm always like struggling. This is gonna take forever. It's a weird looking game. From 2 seconds of you know. Surely a Leviathan will show up. Yeah. And I won't get eaten. Isn't it kind of funny? There was a time where it was common for multiplayer games and like shooters to not have matchmaking, and just like going into a lobby with like a bunch of random players was just like a common thing. I didn't really play these kind of games, so I am not too familiar myself, but I think here that's kind of what the experience was like. That it was usually fun for people to like get good at the game so that you could like destroy everyone else in the lobby pretty easily. Or you were the one getting destroyed by someone like that. One or the other, I guess. Why are they not hungry? I finally find a Leviathan and don't even want to eat. Like, why even like come out? Why don't you just like hide the whole cycle? This is a bingo bolt, a bingo goal that can be put on the board. That's so true. You know, this is also a bingo goal that can be put on the board, and this one. You hungry now? No? These kelps are like 3 times more dangerous than the Leviathan, according to the game. Kill 2 Aquapedes. I accidentally said it to 2 instead of 1. I think just 1 would be like really hard, but like not impossible. I'd probably just passage a Spore Puff from Farm Raise to Shoreline, or maybe I'd bring it to Subterranean if there's any goals to do in Subterranean. I'd bring the Spore Puff with me, and then go to Shoreline afterwards. What do you want? Whoa, he vaulted. Gormai could probably actually one-shot an Aquapede pretty easily, but you might drown. That'd be the real threat, I think. Oh, a Vulture. What if you got eaten by a Leviathan? I think that'd be cool. I think I'd see that and be like, that's really funny that happened. It's like gonna rain. Really? The whole cycle? Yeah, what if you did just eat me? Okay. Great. I'm having a great time. I gotta get the Hornet badge on Twitch. Is that still a thing? Can you still do that? Or actually, I can't. I probably won't be able to do that. I think like if you subscribed to a channel that was streaming Silksong, you You could get it. Yay. It's just that easy. Is he good? Did you just like pass out for a second? I feel like that was like a lot easier than the Jetfish strategy. Like you just jump and you're safe. As long as you're not in a spot where the Leviathan can kind of leap out at you. And the Salamanders, they're not going to do anything. They don't even exist. We're free of shoreline. Finally. I don't know if I'll complete this board. I'm kind of taking it really slow. I think I will try to return and at least kill one Aqua Peach. So I'll have to go down to Submerged. There, the entrance to Submerged. This is how the Ancients felt escaping the cycle. I think they didn't feel anything, actually. Garbage Waste Squidcada? That might have worked. I'd have to carry them pretty far, though. And I just kind of don't want to do that goal. It's on principle, just... I should have done it in outskirts. Squidcadas are stupid. There should be like a rule where like, if you stand in a room where white Squidcadas spawn for like a minute, then you just like get the challenge done for free. If you then go to the region. So like, stand in outskirts for like a minute, and then go to drainage system, and you like... You could get this goal completed, that tournament. Okay, Shade Merchant, Shaded Echo, and Mole Lizard kill, probably. I'm usually really careful about what I type on the internet. Like any message that I send to anyone, it takes like 10 times as long as it should normally. But because of that, I always think it's funny when people make typos. Like obviously it's like whatever, like it's like easy to just like mess up every once in a while. But like people really make like, some people in particular make so many typos, like, are you even like looking at the screen? I still need to get points as well. I guess I'll do that in like chimney or industrial. Oh, the typo again. It's rough out here. And like a Lancer, like they're just so good at like being a merchant. They always give you Lancer, and they always give you like some other items too. They're actually here, and he's gonna come back later. Oh, I shouldn't have gone that way. Whatever. Someday the Markiplier tech will become meta, and it's gonna be utilized in speedruns. The task will figure out how to make it optimal. As I proceed to not do it. The what? The Markiplier tech, you know. When you're in a crouch state and you just keep hopping on the floor. I think there's some like really specific way to make it actually kind of fast. Oops. Like doing this. This is the Markiplier tech. See, that was kind of fast for a second. Although that might have been third storage actually. Thanks. Yeah, totally fair to like judge someone who played the game for like not that long. I mean, a lot more players have done that exact same kind of movement. It takes a little while to like get used to like not crouching. I'll probably trade with the Sky Islands merchants. I got a chieftain. Yippee. Remember that scavenger that killed me? Yeah, how does he feel now? There's some like kind of desire to like see people enjoy the same things that you enjoy. I mean, playthroughs of Outer Wilds are somewhat popular. Like, oh, I really enjoy this game. I want to see someone else enjoy it too. And it's always kind of sad when they don't enjoy it. Even though, you know, people have their own preferences and playstyle differences and like differences in skill and whatever. It's always, I feel like Rain World playthroughs are like the most stressful to watch. Because like, you know they're going to hate it, like almost guaranteed. For a long time. And is it going to be they don't enjoy the game, they just want to finish it, or like they don't enjoy the game but they think it looks really cool, so they're like willing to like to push through? Like little chill things you like. If you like Rain World, you must like all these other random obscure weird games. No, I've lost it. Whatever. Green Lancer Mouse? Aren't they green or just like blue? Mole lizard. I'll kill an orange lizard, I guess. Might have to report you. Yeah, it's like, you know that they like probably are gonna enjoy the game in the future, but like in the moment it's like, oh, they're not having fun. They're getting stuck in areas and dying and losing progress. And 'tis the fate of every RimWorld player to hate the game at first. I think I always kind of enjoyed the game. I don't think I ever really had a state where like I was really frustrated because I watched a lot of like my first experience with RimWorld was like, a lot of watching playthroughs and playing it like myself at the same time. So like I kind of had an idea of what like a bit more experienced gameplay looks like, or like which regions to avoid, which like maybe lost me some experiences like going up the exterior, the leg, going up, going through high pebble structure and like unfortunate developments. I never really did that stuff because I knew that it was difficult already. It is definitely a big change if you're used to other games that like, you know, kind of make the game as like effortless as possible to have fun in. I think actually I enjoy games like Celeste a lot too, where it's actually a both. Like it's challenging, but it also gives you like a lot of it's very nice to you, you know. I think that is probably my ideal for like challenge. Where it's very difficult, but it's also like not punishing at all. Like you can make mistakes plenty of times. There's no consequences. I enjoy that kind of challenge a lot. But I have anything else to do in Shaded? I don't think so. I could go stab some centipedes real quick. Yo, these guys are everywhere. Can you guys like leave me alone? Like I know I'm the chieftain and all, but like I need some personal space, you know. Imagine one of them kills me now. Okay, Iggy. Don't get in between me and a scavenger, you know. Like your one job. Oh, they're already doing it. He ate the plant. Can this blue lizard move out of the way while we're fast? Where are the baby centipedes? That's actually enough to complete the challenge. Nice. And I can eat you. I do also like permadeath games. I feel like they set you with a different expectation. If a game like a Souls-like, for example, where that like every death sends you back a decent distance. It's like a boss with like a long run back. It's like it's punishing, yeah. You lose progress when you die, but it's like just kind of boring and like you don't actually lose anything, you just lose time, right? It just takes a long time to restart. Whereas like a permadeath, it's like you lose the whole run, but it's also like a fresh start. Like you like, okay, I don't have to worry about that run anymore. I can just like start a new one and try to build this one up. Yeah. But also, there's still the consequence of like, if I die, I lose like this like hour-long run. You know, I think I've not played a good road like in a while. Well, I guess clean fall, clean fall counts, but I feel like there's not much tension. Maybe it is a bit too easy. I don't know. I feel like I don't really think about clean fall as like a road like Spelunky is like. Well, sorry, roguelite, I guess. What are these lizards, man? These lizards are nuts. There's that one game. Yeah, there is that one game. I'm aware. Sorry. Like Spelunky is like so hard to like you die so often in the early game. It's like when you actually make any progress, it's like really tense. It's like it's gonna take so long to get back here and to like get all these items again. Oh, I guess I could go for points. 29 is not bad. I can't kill you easily. There's not many creatures over here. There's like one green. You're worth a lot of points, I guess. Okay, that's not very good. Oh, you're not pinned anymore either. No. Okay, surely you're injured. I stabbed you twice. It's not very injured. Rip. This game actually looks pretty cool. Oh, back to shaded. Am I like in this shelter? But right, that's why it was so late in the cycle, because I had to walk to industrial first before I really got any points. Maybe I shelter when entering industrial and then I focus on points, because I'll have more time to like kill stuff in a region with actual like lizards and such, instead of like spiders. Shaded is not very good for points, unless you want to kill like every single lantern mice, but it takes forever. For not many points. That's a scavenger. Hey, dude. I mean, I still feel like taming is like... Even taming lizards is a little bit strange, yeah? You feed them like once or twice and like they'll like stay by your side and protect you forever. And then every other creature like does not care at all. They will not be your friend. Yeah, you can't pet the lantern mice, regardless. They're just gonna run away from you and be screaming the whole time. Shout out to that one video of a dude who just like picks up a bird and the bird is like screaming at them like the entire time until they let the bird outside. I don't know if the bird is actually screaming. It looks like they are, but I think there's like a. I mean, obviously it's edited. It's an edited sound from the video that I saw, but they're probably being loud for real. Throw one squid at a sign and it's only willing to sacrifice itself for you. I mean, it's gonna do that anyway. It's gonna sacrifice itself for nothing. Just dumping into some random piss somewhere. Oh, you know, maybe that's a potential little reason. Maybe the lizards were pets and they just kind of do that naturally. And they are very colorful, so maybe that makes sense. Like I want a pink lizard. I want a green lizard. I want a blue lizard. I want to just pick whatever color you want, you know. Lizard bedding. That's not very nice. And the greens always win. So like, where's the sport, you know? Are green lizards banned in competition? Red versus not the Mr. Beast video. Yeah, like where's the patch notes? Like green lizards being like immune to lizard bites? Like that's just completely broken. Surely the devs were aware of this. Hello? Oh, you fell down. Yeah, how about you just come up here? This must be a reliable spear spawn down there. Can't always see that. Oh, wait. No. I want to kill you. It also took a spear from me. Can this lizard make up its mind? Like... Thank you. They were just chilling there though. Like... You can set that up in arena? You could test it. That is a tiny green lizard. Help. My spear. Well, I'm not killing either of them. Hold on, another spear. 2 spears? We're in business. 3 spears? I didn't want to fall down. I was coming up to get me. I dropped again. Whoops. There's a spear like in the room actually that I missed. There's 4 spears here and I didn't see any of them. I'm killing both of you. Just so you know. Are you stupid? Now the green escaped. Watch him fall back down before I get up there. Okay, he's down here. I thought they just went back to the top again. You just do that to escape. It's pretty simple. It's actually quite simple. Watcher, there's some Watcher news. Watcher update in like 2 weeks, roughly. Yeah, like almost 2 weeks, I think. For some reason, I'm not excited at all. I don't know what changes could be made that like fixes some of the problems that like just some areas are just like not fun to explore. But like I don't know, I'll probably play it and it'd be cool. And then I'm not gonna be interested in Watcher again for forever. Poor Watcher. And like Spinning Top's story is like pretty complete, yeah? That was like already done pretty well in Watcher already. So like are they just gonna add more rot stuff? But that's definitely the best part of oh, the teamwork? Oh, I hate vultures, dude. Why can't you just let me kill you? Oh, there's another one. I just hit the body. You took my spear, dude. That is a very scary vulture. Or a scavenger, I mean. That was also scary. Kill you. Kill you. There's that snail sound effect. Whenever a vulture shows up. Oh, I demasked him. Optimal. Can I kill you? Can I pick up that spear? This is a reference? You're stupid. You just sat there and let it happen. I can't even save you. Well, you're all dead. Man, the sound effects are really messed up. Half of these spear hits aren't registering. That guy really wants my mask. Oh yeah, I might try that mod out tomorrow, actually. Sounds pretty interesting. It's basically every time, from what I've heard, so I'm not actually seeing it yet, but like, I think it's, you have to, whenever you enter a room, you have to kill all the creatures in that room before you can move on to the next one. I don't love like the rainbow that you create whenever you kill a bunch of lizards. Any recommendations for like goals or stuff? Like, could I just like play Survivor and just like go for like pebbles and then depth, or like maybe Hunter or like another select would be better? Also, I guess it depends on like what it's compatible with. Made it specifically for Artie. Oh, I can't wait to kill so many like an entire toll's worth of scavengers. You throw a bomb, but like a few of them still survive. You just gotta like hunt them all down individually. Oh, that message got blocked. Yep, it's I don't know, why does it just show me the message? Because I'm the streamer. Hold on, is there a way for me to see it? Twitch, please. Give me some options here. It doesn't let me. Okay. Oh, you are not scared anymore. Oh, wait, could you make it so that, like, after you clear a room, you have to, like, if there's more enemies, then you then have to clear them as well? New enemies, new creatures. Feels wrong to call them enemies in Rain World. I think it's an important distinction to make. It's kind of what makes this game special. Is to not treat them as like a... Oh, I didn't complete this goal because I died when I was industrial. Farm raise, I guess. I'll be in farm raise. I get that there. So I just need to go to Pebbles actually right now. You know, I have a question for some people here. I'm curious what you guys think about potential Silksong streams that are just playing the game normally. If I ever wanted to stream like speedruns or perhaps like challenge runs or mods, maybe. I'm kind of interested in trying out a randomizer because I never played a randomizer for Hollow Knight. But also, I'm curious as to what the interest is in Silksong. Or if maybe people are interested, but they're still, like, avoiding spoilers or something. I mean, there's not any mods yet, of course. Playing enough again to watch stuff like that, yeah. So like... How do I not spoiler... How do I not... It's kind of hard to talk about the game still. There are already mods. I'm really looking for speedrun practice mods. I was doing some speedruns, and like, it sucks to die and like go back to a bench. That's like like 20 runes back because like you don't take benches in the speedrun, and you also don't have enough money to like buy half of the benches in the game because you're not picking up any money. So I would really like to just be able to like retry rooms or like entire areas quickly. I know that Hollow Knight had a ton of mods, so I think what I'm gonna do is, if I can get one of those mods, if they exist yet, or maybe I'll just have to wait for one of them to be made, I'll spend some time practicing a lot of speedrun stuff, mainly just beating the game, but also maybe like some other challenges on the side. There's quests, and like I'm not a huge fan of quests. And I think a lot of people feel like that, or like they're pre-mixed in terms of quality. But also just the idea of doing quests in general is just a little bit tedious for some. But I'm actually maybe a little bit excited about the potential of treating quests as individual speedrun challenges. To see a quest and think, how do I complete this quest as fast as possible? Like, now that I have like knowledge of what the quests are like, because there's like some tracking quests where it's like you have to find this like location to track, and then you follow a path. Yo, what are they doing? You have to like follow this like trail, right? But you could, if you just know where it is, you could just run straight to the end location and skip the entire tracking process, right? So that would speed up all those quests a lot. Just in general, just like knowing where to go for the quests, but also like knowing like for any of the farming quests, which like I can't believe they're in the game, but like they exist. So learning like an efficient place to farm some of those would also be helpful. Oh, also boss fights. Like, I really want to have an easy way to refight like all the bosses. There's probably going to be like some boss rush style DLC in the future. But before then, just like some way to refight a boss fight with any level of equipment would be really, really nice. Because some of the bosses are like, you like find them really late in the game, and like all of your equipment makes them really easy. Like I want to fight all the bosses with like no equipment at all. And like doing some of the fights for like the speedrun are already really hard. I think the some of the like the longer speedruns for Silksong are gonna have some crazy improvements in the future. They're gonna be really slow at first, but people are gonna learn some crazy routes, like how to overlap like doing multiple quests at the same time, and they're gonna become like super fast. I think those will be really interesting, but also the routing is gonna be a huge pain to learn, so I don't know if I'll do them myself. I mean, it was like a year after Hollow Knight released. Like, people forget all the DLC came out super fast. Like yeah, like all 4 DLC came out like within like a year and a half. Excuse me. Oh, don't kill me. Okay. I didn't know if they were still like scared or not. Although they're called DLC, they're mostly just like fancy updates. Any other game would have just called them like a new content update. They're like DLC. They give them all like a title and like a like fancy art and stuff. People also forget all the best boss fights in Hollow Knight were added in DLC, like Pure Vessel, Nightmare Kingdom, some of the like Dream rematches. If people like those. Who else? All of the like buffed bosses that are added in the Pantheon, like I think some people probably prefer those over the original, although maybe not all of them. Some of them have really annoying arenas. Watch a DLC coming soon. Yep. It is more DLC for the DLC, I suppose. It's an hour and 10 minutes roughly. which I think sub-hour might be possible, just barely. It's gonna be really hard. But some of the current world record I think still has some mistakes, and it still plays pretty safe in some areas. And also I know of some skips that they did not implement. There might also be an entire like alternate route that skips a key item that might be faster, but it also might be slower because I haven't seen like a world record with it yet. So I don't know. I've learned like most of the routes, but like there's one area in particular that has it has a really confusing layouts, so I really have to just learn like which path to take. Also, some of the platforming gets really hard because you don't have a double jump. And like the order that you get some of the abilities makes it difficult too. I'll shelter and then talk to Pebbles. I find learning speedrun routes can either be really fun or really annoying. I think since the game is so new and I'm like not familiar enough with the map, it's like every time you enter a new room, it's like you have to learn like which direction do I go from here, you know? I think there's a point for Rain World where it's like I could learn a new speedrun route because it was just made up of other routes that I've already done before, just kind of mixed together in a unique way. Like, oh, I know how to get through Industrial, I know how to get through Chimney, I know how to get through Armories, you know? Like, I already know how to navigate the region, I just kind of combine them together in a unique way. There's actually a really cool ability that you, in the current speedrun routes, you are forced to get the ability. And you have to choose whether or not you want to go back to the default ability or not. I think the world record does use the default ability. But we'll just have to see like which one is better. Because I'm not a huge fan of the default ability. It's powerful, but it's also like, it feels kind of like slow and annoying to use. Personally. I almost like hit the other wall. Thanks, Pebbles. I kind of hope the other ability is like actually optimal because it's super fun to use, but also I can see that it isn't optimal just because of the way that it works. The default ability really lets you just spam damage at some times. I think in terms of DPS, it's not actually that good because it's so slow. It does 3 times your attack damage, but you can get like 2.5 attacks in the time that it takes to use one skill, you know? It's like, are you really gaining that much damage unless you're hitting multiple targets at the same time? In which case, it's much more powerful, obviously, but or if they're out of range, because it you know, has decent range too. Or like, if it's a situation where you can like only hit the enemy like 3 more times, then you might as well use that skill as your last hit to deal extra damage. Because like, it's not like you can keep attacking afterwards anyways. So there's definitely ways to optimize the damage, but I don't know, we'll have to see. There's still like so many questions of like how to optimize DPS during boss fights. We still don't really know. It's gonna take a lot more testing and data mining too, probably. Just like know like the damage numbers on everything. It might be revealed that's like some random ability is actually like super powerful, like one of the random tools. So I found that the damage between tools like varies so much. Some random tool might do like a ton of damage, and another might like deal like way less than you expect. I'm actually most curious about 100% speedruns and what kind of build to go for, right? Isn't that interesting? You have access, because like you have to collect every item in the game for a 100% speedrun, yes? So like out of every option possible, which one is optimal for a speedrun, right? I don't know what Hollow Knight does. There's I think maybe less build variety in Hollow Knight. And they just go for like either a strong nail build or a strong spell build, and spells are probably easier to optimize, so you don't need to get a ton of nail upgrades in Pale Ore and such. So they probably just use spells in the speedrun. But, you know, in Hollow Knight, it's really easy to just, like, rush for the upgraded spells and deal a ton of damage with them pretty early. So it makes sense. And the charms, too. Like, Shaman Stone get Spell Twister, and you already have a super strong spell build pretty early. I don't know what the equivalent would be in Silksong. I'm really curious to see. But also, like, tools use the consumable item, or they use shell shards, right? Does the speedrun collect enough shell shards? Are, like, the shell shard pickups necessary for 100%? Because if they're not necessary, that's just a time loss, yeah? So maybe a non-pool build is the way to go. But also, it's harder to, like, optimize your attack damage in Silksong, I think. Like, if you're doing a speedrun, you don't want to die, so Fragile Strength is really strong in Hollow Knight, but I don't know if there's an easy equivalent in Silksong. Hello. The way they turn around. Oh, I didn't pick him up. I thought I did. Surely I won't die to vultures, yeah? A heal build? Yeah, the Boulder Shell equivalent, I forget what it's called. Warding Bell, I think. It's actually, like, really strong, because it sometimes lets you heal and block a hit at the same time. But it also kind of makes sense because you're using so much Silk for any individual heal. Compared to Hollow Knight, where you might just use a little bit of Soul to block a hit with Boulder Shell. But also Boulder Shell can break, so it's not like reliable forever. I also wonder, like, for a 100% speedrun, how much any percent do you do first? You know? Like, do you take it slow and go through every area one by one, getting all the items in them? Or do you rush through the game to get, like, all the upgrades and then go back through the game again to pick up all the stuff that you missed? Probably that's because, like, just the dash alone is such a good movement upgrade. Like, why not just rush for that as soon as possible? Like, what if, like, how many other movement upgrades are worth it, yeah? Or damage upgrades, or whatever else. Good luck to everyone in the Silksong community who is writing out those speedruns, because I'm not doing that. My strategy is just look at the world record and do what they do. Beast Crest. I mean, we'll see more risky strategies used. I think Fury in Hollow Knight is used in the speedrun, because you can get it at the very start of the game. And as long as you don't take damage, you just get a free damage buff, yeah? So there is an equivalent charm, or somewhat similar. Beast Crest is like kind of risk reward, like Glass Cannon kind of build, but also there's a tool that makes you take more damage, but you also deal more damage. Like, is that going to be used in speedruns? But I think it takes a long time for people to get comfortable with the game to the point where they can do that. People, because dying is a much bigger time loss than just doing a little bit of extra damage. the skip Fireball, that's crazy. Skipping Fireball is such a crazy thing. But Fury just does so much damage that you just don't care. Test the mod off stream? Okay. Oh, there's a different charm for that, actually. For what you're looking for. Oh, sorry. That was an unfortunate coincidence. What am I doing, Skylands? I'm gonna hit dudes with rocks. Trade the merchant. I already forgot to do that. Let me go back. I don't think I'll be finishing this board, just because I have to end the stream, but I will try to complete a few more goals before I go. Vulture? You can tell because you can hear the snail trapped inside their body. That is how they fly. Don't ask how that makes any sense at all. Oh yeah, which crests too? Like, there's some crests that are like relatively easy to get. I mean, if you're doing 100%, I'd assume that all crests are necessary. And then like, you know, which one is for the speedrun? Is that like preference? I actually think it'd be really cool to see, like 100% runners just go for whatever playstyle they prefer. Like, if the game is balanced enough, like, maybe there isn't a meta strategy. That'd be kind of cool to see. Although I imagine eventually there is going to be some sort of meta for the speedrun. I mean, I could probably go do a 100% run, like, right now. It's going to take, like, 12 hours. Probably more, actually. Like, I could do it and be like, here's the speedrun. I'm not using any meta strategy at all. I just did my thing, but I did it. Broken? Broken as in it's good? I did not feel like it was very good. Other than like it has kind of long range, but like it has some weird moves. Also, the heal is like really hard to use. Unless the heal does a ton of damage. I can kind of see maybe if the heal does a ton of damage, maybe it's worth optimizing for that. But I did not use it for long enough to tell. Poke with double hits, but doesn't do double damage. Like that's the thing. Like we don't really know the damage numbers on anything. I don't even know like what the damage is between the crests. Like, do they all do the same damage? Like, because Wanderer, at least Wanderer, that does like the attacks quite quickly. Like maybe that does crazy DPS, but maybe its damage is lowered to compensate. Reaper feels pretty slow, but maybe it does more damage. I don't know. I used the Hunter crest basically the entire game. I think I used Reaper for a little bit when I got it. And I do enjoy the moveset, but I did not really like the extra ability that it has. I don't feel that useful. There's another kind of spoilery crest that I really enjoyed using too. I think there's a lot of late game abilities that are really fun to use, but they take so long to get. It's like you don't even get to use them for most of the game. Hunter and Reaper. I find a lot of people using Wanderer just because it's similar to Hollow Knight. I think with a lot of enemies, it's hard to take advantage of the faster attack speed, because if the enemies move around too much, you can't even like stand there and deal a ton of damage. They end up dodging most of your attacks. It's like, well, I might as well get one strong attack in instead of one weak one. A or S? I'm trying to remember the names. S. The other one was weird to use, but I like the concept. Oh, there's baby centipedes here too. I forget they count as the same creature. Hello. Time for your daily dose of rocks. You have been prescribed 6 rocks. Hey, get back here. I might die doing this. Okay, run away. Run away before they get mad at me. And then I was going to the baby centipedes. Go attack them. Gravel eater. Me when I eat rocks. Fun. Oh, right. You're kind of over there and I'm over here. I also don't have a spear. I kind of don't like memory lockets. They're kind of disappointing. I feel like charm notches were so rewarding to get in Hollow Knight. It was like, yes, another charm notch. I think like I might be able to equip like another like powerful charm that uses like a lot of notches. And this is like, oh, a memory locket that I'm not going to use, you know? Because like unless you like switch crests like all the time, like they're just not useful until like after you get like 4 of them, you know? Was that a baby centipede that just like took out that vulture? You are a interesting color. Like Shrek? Is that Shrek? Is that him? In scavenger form? Ah, there's no more centipedes. This is a dude all the way up there. How am I supposed to get him? My spear! What the heck? I can't wiggle fly? What if I took the centipede to a spear? Munch. Wait, does that count if he's dead? I might be a fool. Yo, can I borrow a spear real quick? That's a rock. How did I pick up like the one rock that dude was carrying? Yeah, I'm stupid. There are more in farm rays, surely. Baby centipedes are basically invincible, yeah. They kind of hard counter like every creature in the game, except for slug cats. Don't do it. Don't do it. You. I mean, I knew it was gonna happen. I don't know why you're gonna risk it at all. I was just hoping the noodle fight would distract them for long enough. There's actually, with that other end game crest, there's like a really specific interaction that looks actually really powerful, but it's also like kind of it's super hidden. I actually can't explain any more about it though. Unfortunately. Are there no centipedes in this room? I'm used to there being like a ton. Ice pipe? Like, what? I don't really see how that's useful, that connection there. I'd like to go a little bit to the left. Thank you. for cooperating. He's back. Oh, he's kind of bad. He's kind of bad at combat. Oh, I'm sorry. I just killed him. Whoops. Well, hopefully that counted for Dragon Slayer. That guy flung. Am I gonna be blamed for this? No, surely it's the. Okay, there isn't even a noodle fly here. How do you tank that explosion? You're playing a dangerous game there, Scavenger. Do you see him? He just dropped down and at the last second grabbed the very tip of that pole. That wasn't meant to be. I'm just gonna shelter and lock in one of these goals. I think I have Dragon Slayer. White, pink, green, blue, yellow, maybe not. So what would the other one be? Yeah, one away from Dragon Slayer. Why do I forget the lizard colors? Like a black lizard, I guess. I should have got one in shaded. I thought I didn't need it though. Now this echo is messing everything up. I actually need creatures to be living. A little bit of extra credit, I guess. I mean, like, the rest of these goals kind of take a while. I'll try to complete 3 more. I think I can do fairly quickly. 3 more goals and I'll end the stream. I should not have, oh. You are a child. I'm looking for, well, I guess I'm also looking for you. One more, please. Why did they show up so quickly? Nice one. And now I find that one when I don't want to. Are there only two two centipedes? There's a Sentinel over there. Sometimes I think it's kind of funny to think of like the slow cat as like not a video game character, but as just a creature. Doing a misinput is so strange. Like I'm trying to eat all these egg bug eggs that just dropped. And I'm like, oops, I picked up a rock and I tried to eat it. Like, why would you do that, Slugcat? Why would you ever think of doing that? Wait, you'll be my victim? I'm the victim. I'm the victim. Help, help. This is an interesting interaction. The way that the game was meant to be played. I don't have a spear. If I don't have a spear, I'm kind of... Oh, there's a spear down here. Wait, get back here. It's not over. I'm stupid. Oh, the Slugcat is colorblind. It all makes sense. Like, I need spears. The slow dramatics is actually make this more difficult because I need spears for the baby centipedes and I need the rock for the big bolt. It's like, well, I can only carry one at a time. But I don't know which kind of centipede I'm gonna find first. Okay, if this guy just came up into the tunnel, that'd be... Oh, they're down there. They're just chilling, so... Also, that rock took exactly the trajectory that I wanted it to, so that was kind of peak. No, you fool. Or you, coward. Maybe I'm the fool for chasing after a beast. And missing all my rocks. I guess we don't need the mask. I don't know where he went. I don't know where any of them went. Hello? They're just shocking everyone over here. That's a child. Where's... Why is it so hard to find the creatures that I want to? Why can't I just find a centipede chilling in a tunnel like the first time? Nice jump. Surely in this room. Okay. Surely in the next room. Even though I came from this direct. Oh! Child detected. You know what that means. That's... in Rain World. That's what that means. In Rain World. What would you do if there's a child right in front of you? I got one. I got the rock back. Actually, this is super risky. I should probably drop. Oh, that guy dropped. I'm dead. Dude is elastic. Maybe I just stopped the stream. This isn't going very well. It's pretty long stream. Maybe, I don't know. Not as long as the Silksong streams. I think I should probably not do as many long streams like that. And hey, I did get a bingo, right? So we won. Where would I guess I should have just gone and killed the mole lizard. Then I would have had Dragon Slayer. And I would have completed this in Industrial, but I just forgot to do it after I died. And I also should have had this one done if the Squikada worked. So some mistakes that I made. I could have completed more goals, but I don't really mind not taking this too seriously. It's kind of just fun to hang out and be playing Rain World again. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya.